Welcome back to episode 7, part 2 of 4D Def's Daily Dose of Dota. I'm your host, Michael Deficus Plumley, and we're in the middle of a game from the recent ESL New York tournament. The two teams playing are Vici Gaming and Navi. I think this is the quarterfinals. And the emphasis on today's episode is jungling. In particular, we're focusing on Vici Gaming's FY and his Sand King jungling that was picked, I think, upwards of probably half the games in the tournament. We're about 15 minutes into the game. We've seen excellent stacking on his part, excellent map awareness, where he's rotated several times, both to his own lane and into the mid lane. He's only got one kill right now, but he has several assists. And he has his Blink Dagger, I think, at the 8-minute mark. Great timing. And this is the mid-game where Sand King can really shine with the Blink Dagger. He can initiate and get upwards of 300 DPS on a lot of these heroes. And with the squishy supports of Rubik and Witch Doctor on the opposing team, that could soon result in a lot of kills. Let's hop back into the game. Speaking of Sand King, he is going back to base now with 1,000 gold in the bank. He could just pick up more wards, or he could pick up another smoke, although Elder Titan did buy it. Instead, he saves his money, picks up the smoke, and immediately heads back out. They haven't been too successful with their smokes this game. However, even if you don't secure a kill, they still did get this excellent observer ward down in the jungle that could lead to more in the future. Ice is still holding down this bottom lane. We have two heroes attempting to Roshan here. Sand King using the time to de-ward the landing leading up to Roshan. That could be just what they need to secure the kill, even though there's only two heroes here. FY will instead occupy the mid lane. He doesn't know where the opposing heroes are, but he expects there to be pressure on the mid. Ice using the time to retreat himself. And he puts the Astral Spirit down there just to scout, kind of zone out. And this Roshan's already past half health. FY using his Sandstorm here to push out the middle lane. Just make sure that Navi do not become privy to this, I would definitely call it a gambit. 18 minutes on and they've only committed 2 people. Potentially one of the reasons why Navi did not suspect this kill coming. But regardless, they had excellent vision here. It would have been tough to fight into them. Black will take the Aegis. FY will burrow strike up to the high ground and just farm up a little bit more. As he will rotate down to the bottom lane and push this out. Sandstorm, just an amazing farming ability. It's AoE damage, your stealth while you're channeling it, and it's only 30 mana at max rank.
Dire's middle tower.
We saw a 3-man rotation coming from Navi, but with the Blink Dagger, Burrow Strike, and an Invisibility, Sand King is a slippery foe to try and secure a kill on. And with these wards expiring now, we see a smoke going off. And Skywrath Mage already has the 2 follow-up wards. What can the 2 supports do here? They're channeling the ultimate into the Burrow Strike, into another ultimate from Skywrath Mage, and that'll secure a kill. Avost and Vanscore, not much they can do. And Sand King, 20 minutes in, has given great contributions to this game. Hasn't died yet. He's assisted in 3 of the kills and secured 2 for his own as well. And another ward going down in the enemy jungle here, though it will be de-warded by Witch Doctor. We see Ice and Super rotating towards the bottom room.
Gold is a great conductor.
As Avost will farm up one camp and quickly hightail it out of there. He'll probably be working on a Helm of the Dominator. And FY using the control of the jungle to just continue farming up. Looking still at the net worth. His efficient jungling, early blink dagger with assists can definitely be seen in the net worth graph. He's at about 6k net worth, whereas the two supports, FNG,
Radiant's top tower
only at
is
2,000.
under attack.
Stampede will come out though. Avos BKBs, he really wants a kill here. Using his ultimate, they will secure a kill on Skywrath. But was it worth the trade? 3 people ultimately going down, and a valuable BKB. That was the 10-second one coming out for Luna. Razor having to expend his ult. But another excellent burrow strike coming in to secure, making it a 4-for-1. That's a messed up fight recap, but we just see the typical combo of spells, Blink Dagger into Burrow Strike into immediate Sandstorm. And on the back of that trade, Vici are able to secure, presumably, a tier 2 tower. The 3 heroes of Navi can do little to contest it. And your Sand King is up to 3,000 net worth. We'll have to see what he spends it on. Love those sentry wards. Just using their time to further farm up the jungle.
Illusion.
FY even double stacking the enemy's own jungle. Quickly farming it up. That'll be another 200 gold coming his way once that Satyr Tormentor dies. Instead, with Dendy's rotation, he'll have to abandon it. But the scores are quickly telling the tale. 5 kills to 12. And it's 22 minutes in. Sand King has still not died. He's having a fantastic game. We'll see him later go on to repeat this kind of performance against EG in the finals. Our top leader for net worth is Avost, but the next 4 are from Vici Gaming. Dandy not having the best time, though he does have a sizable stack for Avost here. Super may come up to contest it though, with Fenrir quickly in tow and Ice supporting. FY wants to get back into the action. He now has Force Staff and Blink, and he will have even more aggressive methods of initiation. And the stack had to be abandoned by Navi. That's about 500 gold that will ultimately go the way of Vici Gaming. Ice FY just lying in wait. They're all sticking together, 5 heroes within 1 screen of each other. And Navi can do little to contest it other than the 2 supports going to push out this lane. Our Witch Doctor getting some much needed wards in the jungle. And at the 24-minute mark, Avost will attempt to pressure this tower. Sanji and Yasha coming out for black. Meanwhile, the Centaur War Runner has his Blink Dagger and Tranquil Boots. Not much else.
Take your magic more seriously.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And this tier 2 tower clearly looks to be the target
Radiant's middle tower
of our team.
Attack.
Sand King did not get the Burrow Strike Blink combination out on Avos, but they will force a retreat out. And we may have a flank coming from Vici Gaming, with all our heroes attempting to bail out. FY a little late on that Burrow Strike, but he has the right idea. Crisis averted for Navi, but the charts tell the tale. Very large team net worth deficit for Navi, and the same can be said for XP. We saw a gem come up on Sand King. Not sure if that'll be coming out to him or presumably. They'll be able to use that to really clamp down on Navi's vision and limit their ability to farm. Avos would love to be doing that now with his Midas, and he doesn't have much other than the Yasha and BKB. Still on just a Morbid Mask to help out that farming. And we see a bit of a lull in the game, as FY uses the time to get some scouting with that Gem of True Sight. He's just trying to eliminate vision from the map for Navi. As we see the Ancients with a sentry in place,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
just making it as difficult as possible
Dire's
for
bottom
Navi to
tower
farm their
is
way
under
back into this
attack.
game. They know they have the kill count secured, and a rotation into this tower, they want to contest it. Death Ward coming out, Burrow Strike into Sandstorm. There is a sentry ward here, but the Force Staff will get him out. And what was looking quite bad with ultimates being expended for Navi into VG turned into a 3-0. Lovely fight recap we have there, not showing anything. Razor himself expending his ultimate. And he's going to push out the bottom lane, while Ice and FY rotate towards mid to help secure the
Radiant's
kill on
middle
this tier 2
tower
tower.
is under
The Black is pretty much soloing. There's not much they can do to contest it.
Radiant's
Dandy
middle
attempting
tower
to
has
desperately
fallen.
get some farm. He'll probably be working towards a BKB. Centaur, not much he can do either other than farm up the lane creeps that are already making their way towards the tier 3. VG will sit back and just, when you're ahead, get further ahead. Continue farming up Navi's own jungle. And Sand King just rotating with that Gem of True Sight. Looks like someone gave him a healing salve. He's just limiting the vision of Navi and continuing to get some easy farming with his Sandstorm. Avost having to instantly pull back as he farms with his Hand of Midas. Roshan will be up in about 2 minutes. Stampede coming out. They're chasing on Ice. They may secure a kill here, but he's pretty fast at 375. 405 after the Tranquil Boots kick back in. And Funnick using the Stampede for 0 kills. As Vici Gaming move together, and they're looking to bear down on the mid. FY using the time just to continually secure more farm. Most of the tier 2 towers have been taken down for Navi, but tier 3 is always a different beast. Vici not sure if they want to secure the high ground fight yet. But they're now pressing forward. Or at least Navi thinks so. They see several heroes posturing here, but Sand King continuing to farm, and Bristleback shows the true nature of Vici's plan.
Dire's
They're waiting
top
for that
tower
next
is
Roshan
under
to come up
attack.
before they really secure what should be a high ground. Looks like Rubik stole Astral Spirit there. Navi seem to be privy to what's going on here. They know that the Roshan timer is close, and they don't want to give up another uncontested Roshan. They see Razor farming out the top lane, so even if they are Roshaning, it would be a 4-on-5. Navi are coming here to contest. 2 ultimates used by our Navi team. And Bristleback, he's low. And this kill will be secured. Meanwhile, a pause has to be coming out. We are watching this from replay. And if you were wondering why he was on the high ground, it's because he DC'd from the game. The reconnection is back in, and they will presumably start this. Back up any moment. Very disappointing with the lag that we had at this tournament, but Valve was very quick to make accommodations and already make some fixes that presumably will help limit the DDoSing that was, I think, prevalent, but formally unacknowledged at the event. They will instantly turn back around, and with FY in great position, even though their Bristleback's down, they know several ultimates had to be expended to secure the kill on him. They'll also want to see the next time Roshan's up. And Ice scouts it out. Sand King using his Gem of True Sight to just hop up in this area, see if there's any wards out potentially that could tip their hand. He's even checking on the high ground here for this one. He might spot this one. Another ward coming out defensively. They are preparing for this Roshan fight. FY just wants to limit the vision as much as possible. Checking all around. With Skywrath Mage here, eligible to kill any potential ones on the high ground. And it looks like they do see that one ward there. It will be cleared out, and Black, confident of their vision advantage, will immediately start in on Roshan. They see a Vost here in mid, slightly out of position. Sand King is available. And this trio from Vici will secure the second Roshan. Mostly uncontested as the Vost pushes out
Roshan has
and
fallen
chases
to the dire.
Elder Titan. Centaur had the invisibility rune, but Ice's plan there was never to overextend. Coming back to the mid game, we see with a fresh Roshan on Bristleback, they're pushing out mid. 3 heroes here, Sand King, Skywrath Mage rotating around, getting some very aggressive wards, almost vision of the tier 3 base. And other than Luna frantically attempting to push out this top lane, we see the majority of Na'Vi have been contained to their base. Their vision is limited. They have a few wards down. This isn't getting a lot done though. And sentries. But most of the vision is coming way up VG, and we can see how they are mostly limited to their third of the map, just now pushing out. Dendy quickly using this time to go into his jungle and get some farm for himself. Switching back to the net worth, we see a very familiar tale. 4 of the top 5 positions are occupied by Vici. The kill count tells a similar score. They are really just pulling away with both the net worth and XP charts. Sand King just continually using his mobility to look around for all wards and limit the vision of Na'Vi. Being caught out of position is one of the few ways that Na'Vi could, I feel, win a team fight at this point, especially with this Bristleback getting too big to handle. And at 33 minutes in, we see our first tier 3 being breached. The tower's already at half health. A sleep is going out on Dendy, but they will want to contest this, I would imagine. The tier 3 tower falls, and with the ult stick on Razor, they are quickly tearing through the range barracks.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under
But they
attack.
instantly disengage. A tier 3 tower and range barracks for essentially nothing. Razor looks like he
Dire's
already
bottom tower
purchased
is under
about
attack.
2/3 of his refresher. He's first on net worth. And Centaur from Na'Vi
Is a great conductor.
purchasing the gem. They know that with this current way things are going, they're going to need to make a big play. They're going to need to disrupt the vision and really get something done. However, Vici, rightly so, have already fallen back. They're sticking together. FY using this time to just get a couple more jungle camps up his sleeve. Point booster coming out. He'll presumably work towards the Aghanim Scepter. He will have the net worth this game, already 10,000 at the 34-minute mark. As Na'Vi smoked, Avos using his time to push out the bottom lane. He has the Manta online now, but Vici are just coming back down the middle.
Oh, look at it go!
Maledict and a paralyzing cast coming out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Rank 2 for the Witch Doctor. Very important there. They will need it to be able to take out heroes like this 2000 HP Bristleback. But Vici, backing off. They don't have to push this or take any engagement that they do not want. They're very far ahead here. Aegis will probably expire soon. But Razor's ultimate has been popped. He has the refresher orb. He refreshes again, and they're going in. Earth Splitter's coming.
Unstoppable.
Hits on 0 people. Rubik quickly falls to that Razor ultimate, and even Avost having to run away, Manta style, with a Stampede. We saw the Witch Doctor ultimate quickly be stopped by Sand King. Great initiation there on his part. And a second tier 3 tower will fall.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Vici, having expended their Aegis, but claiming a tower and a kill for nothing. By way of Navi's side, we'll back up. And with that note, we're going to take another break. That's what I would consider the end of the mid-game. We have 2 tier 3 towers already gone, and I think that was a ranged Rax for the top lane. Vici 6-17. This is game 3 from the ESL New York quarterfinals, I believe. And after this break, we're going to see if Vici can close the door on Navi through great work of Sand King's jungling into almost 3k net worth extra at the 35-minute mark. Will we see even more kills on his part? Will we finally see a death? 34 minutes in, no deaths from this Sand King. We'll find out after this.